It's a multi-million rand housing project that has about 1,200 mixed housing units. This housing project is essentially for the missing middle, those who do not qualify for RDP houses but are unable to get loans from the commercial banks. The city of Tshwane has a staggering backlog of houses. There are about 183 informal settlements spread across the city. This housing project is meant to partly deal with that backlog. The plan is to allow ordinary people to live closer to the economic hub.
It is intending to meet the social housing need in the city. It ties in perfectly with DA policy, which is to densify around the urban centre, so you don't relegate people to social housing or RDP housing right on the outskirts of the city, where they have to spend 80 to 100 rand a day just on getting into work. I think that this is going to be the model of the future, and certainly all cities where the DA is in power, this is the model that we will be using, densifying around the urban core, making sure that people can live, work and play, and overcoming, of course, the terrible legacy of apartheid-era spatial planning.
The units will have modern amenities such as community hall, football pitch, netball and volleyball fields and other recreational facilities. DA Tshwane mayoral candidate Rendell Williams, who's been serving as Tshwane mayor since last November, says this project proves that his party is committed to service delivery.
There are many challenges. The deficit that I was talking about when we got into office from the 1st of November was 4.3 billion rand. In 2016, and that's on our operating budget, 2016 we found almost a similar situation. There was a 2 billion rand deficit on the operating budget. So every time we need to turn the city around financially. Money doesn't grow on trees. We need to generate that revenue and also to push that money into services for the residents.
DA leader Steenhuisen says it's projects like these that Tshwane residents should look to when making a choice come November 1.
Look at the manifestos carefully. Who's promising you pie in the sky, and who's promising you a record of action where we're already government and governing and delivering these things, and make sure you make the right choice the next day. Give us a majority so that we can get things done here in Tshwane.
The project will be delivered in 2 phases. The first phase will consist of 691 units and will be ready for occupation by December, while phase 2 of the project will be ready by March next year. Yolisa Njamela for SABC News in Pretoria.